Hello, Crunchy Mamas. Today we're going to talk to Mabel Brush founder Alexey Savin, and he's going to teach us how small, simple changes can make a big impact to save our planet. His products are beautifully designed, and they're products that we use every single day. And just because we use his products that are biodegradable, compostable, we are helping the oceans, we are helping save the environment, we're helping communities, we are helping so much just by switching to a more compostable product, to biodegradable, something that is just friendly to our planet and not something that is plastic or toxic. So here he is, yes, and I am going to let him talk because he knows more about his product than I do, of course, and he's the expert and he's going to tell us. Hi, Alexei.
Hi Wanda, how are you?
Good. I'm so happy to have you here today talking to us. Thank you for joining.
Thanks for inviting. Thanks a lot.
So I want to know everything about Mabel. I love your products. I have the toothbrush right here because I have to show how this design, I've
Great.
never seen a toothbrush so beautiful and so clean. I mean, this is what you can throw away. It's biodegradable and compostable, right?
This is correct. And great, you have the orange color, my favorite one. So we have
Yeah,
5 colors. Orange is my favorite one. We have the original green, yellow, orange, red, and blue. And both of them in adult or kids variation. So kids is a little smaller one. I'm not sure if you got a kid one as well,
I
but
did.
they
You
look
sent me a kid one and it's beautiful. My daughter,
exactly.
who's 3, loves it.
Yeah, it's super stylish, and the main advantage, it stands on its own. You don't have to have that cup holder that's always getting super
Dirty.
dirty and greasy, and you
Yeah,
don't know what's inside in there already. Moldy, so we usually everybody loves that option, and I
right.
personally use Mable toothbrush, and it stands on its own, which is
Oh,
great.
I
And it
love
also dry quicker. It also dry quicker because you can. I mean, you just stand it up, right, and everything it just dries quicker. That's it, and it's
Right. The
also bamboo.
problem I find with other toothbrushes that you can't stand, they you put it in the, especially bamboo, if you put it in the cup, you get all this fungus and it's like,
That's
ugh, it's kind of gross.
That was one of the reasons why we designed it that way. So that's the main advantage that we have
Oh,
against all
very
other
nice.
toothbrushes. Not only bamboo toothbrushes, but I feel like all other
Right.
toothbrushes.
So tell us how Mabel started because you have these beautiful products. You have the cotton swab that I've been using as well. I love that the cotton
Right.
swab is it's bamboo, so it doesn't bend when you're using it, which makes a huge. I think it makes a huge difference when you're cleaning your ears or even with makeup.
I
Huge
agree with you.
difference.
I'm personally using the Mable cotton swabs as well, and you feel the difference when it's bamboo or when it's plastic or something else, right? The paper.
Right.
Um, yeah, so how it started? Obviously, it started from designing the toothbrush. The toothbrush was one of the first products, and
Mhm.
it got designed. I don't want to say by accident, but the idea was to design the bamboo toothbrush, and I was never thinking about. First of all, let me introduce you to. They're not here, but I have 2 other co-founders, my friends, and part of
Mhm.
my family, basically. Gilmore and Emma. They both in San Francisco. I recently moved to Los Angeles, so I'm right here now. But yeah, at the beginning when we designed a toothbrush, we didn't really think about um, like what properties or um, what special things we want to add to that toothbrush. We just wanted to create a bamboo toothbrush, but during the process of creation and design, somehow we come up with a self-standing toothbrush, and everybody's like, "Wow, this is cool, and it looks different than anything else." Because normally, what company do they go to China to trade show, right, and just find the bamboo toothbrush that's already existed, and they just put
Right.
their label on it, right? And they start selling it. And we did completely different thing. We created our own design, and it took us forever to find the right factory that can actually produce our design. Because most of them were saying, "Guys, the design is really cool. We like it. We love it, but it's
Can't
just
do it.
we just don't have right tools, right? Why don't
Uh-huh.
you just order one of these 50 different samples that we have? Just order one of them. Just choose. They're all good." and we were keep saying them that no, we want this design because it's unique and it's different than everything else. That's what helps us, I think, to get to market and be like, oh, cool, this toothbrush is different than everything else. Because you can
It
see
is.
there's a lot of bamboo toothbrushes right now, and any store you would go, they all sell toothbrushes, and they're all
Right.
made out of bamboo right now.
Yeah, this is unique. I had never seen this. When you sent me the first sample, I said, I have never seen such a beautiful. Look at this design. I've never seen something so beautiful. I like it because it even decorates my bathroom. It looks good, it's stylish.
We have a lot of smaller boutique hotels who's buying our toothbrush, and
Oh,
exactly the
cool.
same purpose. Just their guests love something unique, something small that differentiate them from a big chain hotel, for example, right? And it's pretty good.
So your biggest challenge was finding a factory that would accommodate your design. You had this beautiful idea, you had this beautiful design, but everybody is like, no, we're going to do standard. And you're like, we're not doing standard. We want beautiful design. We want biodegradable. We want compostable. We want to save the planet with style, right?
Right. It was, let's put it that way. There's different challenges and different stages of your business. At the stage when we were looking to produce it, it was the biggest challenge. Then the next challenge comes on the second stage when you're trying to sell your product. You have a beautiful product, you love it, your friends love it, your whoever it is loves it, right? But there is no customers, right? Like, you don't know who to approach because idea at the beginning, oh, the product is so good, people will just stand in line and they will try to purchase your item, and it's not the case. Like, you
It's
have
not.
to set up business the right way, so you get to the right, you use the right channels to knock on doors, right, or to talk to these
Mhm.
people and tell them that um, the product exists and that they need that product because they don't know about it, and that was the second challenge, right, to start getting sales.
So how did you overcome that
Uh,
challenge with the
it
sales?
took it took for a while, and I guess it's just con consistency in what you're doing. And yeah, it took us almost 2 years, I guess, with Mable to
Wow.
get to big distributor, to big retailers. And currently, you can find it. Finally, you can find it in TJ Maxx, Marshalls,
Oh,
Urban
wow.
Outfitters, like big retailer stores, which we're super proud to be at. And but it took a lot of work to get there, and
I can
it's
imagine.
a
It's a lot.
longer it's a longest processes ever when you're waiting for buyers to approve your item or buyers to just find out that they need it.
Right, right. It's like, oh, it's beautiful, but stay in line or wait, or
Yeah,
we don't have the budget, we're not bringing in new products. I know it's really challenging how, and
yeah, and it
tell,
also all ties up to the right pricing because none of these retailers gonna buy something even though they like it so much. They're not gonna buy it if the price doesn't make sense for them because they all want to make money on it. And as I said at the beginning, we had a lot of issues finding the right factory, and then we literally created our own processes and we set up, I wouldn't call it like our factory, but we set up processes and we're producing just for ourselves, right? Like, we're not just buying from someone, we're producing for ourselves. And the price was not right for almost 2 years. It's just we
oh,
couldn't
wow.
make it cheaper. Now the price is correct, and you can see that we have
So
sales
tell us
with
a funny
retailers.
moment in your business, like starting the business or growing the business, even something funny that happened after you grew or before when you were trying, you and your other two founders. How did anything
I
funny
don't know.
or
I don't
just
know if it's funny or not, but just it's a good memory, right? That we have is when we start getting first online orders from the website, and I believe we partner with one of the Instagram accounts that has more than 7 million followers. I think it was
Mhm.
Vegan Community or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And I think right after that post, we got so many orders. At that time, it was so many orders, so we had to pack them all by ourselves. And basically, the warehouse was in my business partner apartment, and we were just fulfilling orders like crazy all night, and just bought some beer and start fulfilling orders. We had some pictures of it. It was actually
Oh,
really cool. And it was the first orders, and the package was it was handmade basically. So we're packing each toothbrush in a little envelope, and that envelope needs to be taped with a special Mabel tape. It takes like 5 minutes to pack one package,
oh,
and but it
wow.
was like all handmade package basically. And then
Uh-huh.
next day we went to post office and dropped it I don't know, 200 orders, and it was the best feeling ever. And I guess it was a funny smile too,
It is
because it
funny. I
was
mean, you're spending all night. People think it's easy. Oh no, I'm gonna launch a product, and tomorrow I'm gonna be selling thousands of this product. And there's you just get a fulfillment center, whatever. With my boxes, it's the same thing. And then you're spending all night, you and your family and your friends, packing and shipping, and I know how crazy that is. Oh my goodness, but that is
yeah,
funny. So you were able to ship all the orders.
absolutely yes, all the orders, and but it's good, right? When you're doing it by yourself, you basically know each process. You know how it needs to be packed. So when you move to fulfillment, you can explain them, hey, this needs to be packed that way and this way, and you know how much it costs, you know how much post service costs, you know this
Right.
and that, and it's just good to go through all the steps by yourself before you
In the
move,
beginning. Yes.
or before you
Oh,
delegate it to someone.
perfect. And tell me a little bit about more different like differentiation of your product, of your company, how you give back. I mean, you already give back to the planet just by selling and like making and selling these beautiful products. So tell us
Right.
just a little bit about like what the difference is, and it's safe for like you have kids, it's safe for any age. Tell us about these
So what
materials.
differentiates Mabel company in general is, first of all, when we produce eco-friendly products, there's nothing made out of plastic. Even the package that we have, it's all cardboard or paper, and we have even the paint on the boxes that you see, it's a vegetable-based paint.
Oh,
Um,
so cool.
so there is no chemicals added at all. That's the first thing. Um, what differentiates the toothbrush by itself? I would say at the beginning we were thinking about like how we're gonna give back to community even more besides we just saving on plastic, right?
Mm-hmm.
We created a program called Buy Give Teach. That's the program when we actually giving back toothbrushes. We have a special toothbrush called Buy Give Teach, a little bamboo toothbrush. So we give back to schools, and we also teach them about environmental friendly products and how the little things can affect in a big picture,
Mm-hmm.
can affect your life in the big picture, or can affect the earth in the big picture. So we went literally to, I would say we have 5 or 6 schools so far,
Oh, wow.
and we had a whole educational um, hour or 2 hours when we teach. I
Oh,
think the
that is,
maximum was like around 50 or 60 kids at the same time, and they're all fifth to seventh grades or something like that. They're super young, and we teach them about sustainability,
oh, I love that.
about other about products that are available on the market right now and how they can contribute. And basically, the idea is that we'll come back home and they will tell their parents that, hey, this is what I learned today, and look what they
Right.
give me, this toothbrush. And parents would be involved in a little bit in the same
Right.
process, because
I love
otherwise, how else we can reach their parents?
That's beautiful. I am a big fan of education. I think that everything like our boxes, we always put educational booklets inside. We explain about each ingredient. Why is it good for you? We have a meditation guide. So I love any project that involves educating children, adults, because when you educate a child, you're educating the adults in their life as well. So I love that. It's an amazing project. Really
And
cool.
it also really satisfying for yourself when you actually talk to kids and they listen to you and they ask
I
you
know.
questions. It's really good feeling. I never experienced that before, but it's great.
I love kids. I taught kids previously in my life, and I have 3 kids of my own, and I had my students, and I just love that. That is really cool. What an amazing company you guys are building. I love it.
Thank
Love
you,
it.
thank you,
Thank you. So
thank you
you
very
have the
much.
toothbrush, you
We
have the
have,
cotton swabs,
yep,
you have the bamboo toothbrush holder that is beautiful
that's correct.
also. And I don't
Yes,
have that one here, but you have the dental floss also, right? That is
yes, we
sustainable.
have, yes, we have silk floss. It comes in a metal container,
Mm-hmm.
and it's refillable. So we also sell refills for that floss, so you don't have to buy something in plastic container and just throw it away right away. So
Perfect.
Um, yeah, we have everything
That's
sustainably
awesome.
built.
So check out his page. It's at Mabel Brush. It's beautiful. I forgot even to put the title here of our live. I got so excited talking about Mabel Brush today. Check out his page, check out his website. Amazing projects. And if you work in a school, make sure to contact Alexey about his project, his educational project. I love that.
That's great. We would love to talk to schools again. And I don't know if it's going to be possible now, but
Right.
hopefully next year
But
we'll
we have
get
a
back
lot
to
of
normal.
online education that you can do with a lot of schools. I mean, there's so many things going on online today.
It would be
Right.
great. I would love to be involved in that.
Oh,
Great.
thank you so much, Alexey. I loved hearing about how you built your company, your stories, your challenges, and everything that you're doing for the planet and the community. Love it. Thank you
Thank,
so much
thank,
for being
thank
in
you
our
very much.
box, for being here with us today.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. And thanks for having me.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye.